Most people go through life with a fog in their mind. They react instead of think. They follow instead of lead. They absorb the world instead of shaping it. But powerful thinkers live differently. They observe, they analyze, they connect. They question, they understand. Their decisions are sharper, their emotions calmer, their judgment cleaner, and their perspective deeper. They don't think more, they think better. And the secret behind this rare way of thinking begins with 7 extraordinary books. These are not motivational books. They are not trendy self-help books. These are the books that shift the architecture of your mind, one idea at a time. And once your mind shifts, your entire life follows. The first book is Thinking, Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. This book shows you the blueprint of your own brain, the 2 systems that run your life. One fast, emotional, automatic, and instinctive. The other slow, deliberate, logical, and strategic. Most people are controlled by the fast system without realizing it, reacting quickly, thinking shallowly, repeating mistakes, and falling for illusions their brain creates. But once you understand how these 2 systems work, you stop being a passenger inside your own mind. You begin to catch your biases, your blind spots, your emotional triggers, and the tricks your brain plays on you every single day. This book removes the fog. And once the fog is gone, your thinking becomes stronger than most people ever experience in their lifetime. The second book is The Art of Thinking Clearly by Rolf Dobelli. Human beings make the same thinking mistakes again and again, not because they are stupid, but because the brain is designed to follow shortcuts. Dobelli exposes these shortcuts one by one, showing you how people misjudge risks, trust the wrong information, get manipulated by trends, fall into emotional traps, and make decisions that sabotage their future. This book gives you a mental shield. It helps you detect bad advice, avoid psychological traps, and see through the noise that confuses the average thinker. When you understand how thinking errors work, you avoid them effortlessly, and suddenly you think with a clarity most people never reach. The third book is 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. On the surface, it looks like a simple book. But deeper, it rewires your sense of responsibility, discipline, order, and moral strength. This book is not about rules. It is about building a backbone for your life. It teaches you how to stand up straight, literally and psychologically. How to treat yourself like someone worth helping. How to speak truth even when silence would be easier. How to voluntarily carry the weight of your life so it no longer crushes you. Powerful thinkers are not just logical, they are structured. They have internal order. They think with stability. This book gives you that foundation. The fourth book is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. No thinking becomes powerful without emotional depth. And this book gives you that depth. Frankl survived the Holocaust, and instead of collapsing, he discovered the deepest truth of human existence. The mind can survive anything if it has meaning. This book teaches you how to endure suffering without losing yourself, how to find purpose in chaos, how to build inner strength when everything around you is falling apart. When you read this book, something shifts. Your mind becomes less fragile, your emotions become more mature, and your perspective on life becomes unbreakable. The fifth book is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. For thousands of years, this book has trained thinkers, rulers, warriors, and leaders. Aurelius teaches you how to control your mind, calm your emotions, separate noise from truth, and focus on what truly matters. This book strengthens your inner world. It trains you to stay calm under pressure, to think clearly during chaos, and to act with discipline even when your emotions scream the opposite. In a world where people react instantly and loudly, the Stoic thinker remains anchored, and this book builds that anchor. The sixth book is The Black Swan by Nassim Nicholas Taleb. This book destroys the illusion of predictability. It shows you why the world works in extremes, not averages, why rare events shape history more than normal ones, Why people misunderstand risk. Why success is often nonlinear and unpredictable. Talib teaches you how to prepare your mind for uncertainty, how to think beyond the obvious, how to expect the unexpected, and how to build a mind that is antifragile, one that grows stronger when life becomes chaotic. This book gives you a competitive advantage in thinking that most people will never develop. The seventh and final book is The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene. You cannot think powerfully if you don't understand human behavior. Greene reveals why people do what they do, why they lie, why they manipulate, why they fear, why they hide their intentions, and why they act irrationally. Powerful thinkers are skilled observers of people. They see beneath the mask. They understand patterns others miss. They can predict behavior because they understand psychology. This book trains your emotional intelligence at the highest level, helping you navigate relationships, negotiations, conflicts, and decisions with clarity, not confusion. And when you combine all 7 books, something extraordinary happens. You stop thinking like the average person. You stop reacting emotionally. You stop being trapped by your own biases. You stop being confused by others. You begin to see the invisible structures beneath reality, the psychology, the patterns, the logic, the emotion, the strategy, and the human nature behind every action. These books do not just make you smarter, they make you aware. They sharpen your mind into a tool that can cut through falsehood, pressure, confusion, and manipulation. They turn ordinary thinking into powerful thinking. If you want to build a mind that is calm, sharp, strategic, resilient, emotionally intelligent, and deeply aware, these 7 books are your foundation. And if you want more powerful book-based wisdom like this, subscribe to Sethtra Books, where we turn timeless knowledge into cinematic learning experiences. This is your place for deep insights, psychological mastery, and books that change the way you see the world. Learn, reflect. Rise, Sethtra Books.